Hey everyone, I'm Marko, I'm with SSV DAO, and today I'll be walking you through how to launch your own LSD. And hopefully, I just want to ask at the beginning, who has the PC who wants to build their own LSD and launch their decentralized validators? Who's doing that? 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Okay. So I'll start with a short presentation on basically how we do this, how we make it possible for anyone not just to launch the smart contracts, but actually run their validators using SSV network on the backend. And I'll talk about it right now, why it is a big problem and how do we solve it. So I'll do that first. And then the ones of you who would like to build your own and launch it on Goerli, yeah, we'll do that after. Perfect. Okay, so everything works. So let's go through it. As I've said, this workshop, the ones that will be following along, I will show you and you will run basically an LSD pool on Goerli with a fully functioning distributed validator. And yes, this is what you will get out of it. I'll explain how the Ethereum staking works if it's not clear and how SSV goes into the picture. We'll deploy staking smart contracts, we'll deploy or we will run the backend, and we'll show the whole process work from the person just depositing some ETH and showing how the validator gets created, how it gets deposited to SSV network. Basically, we'll have fully functioning LSD pool, something like Lido or pool you're familiar with. Okay. So with this workshop, let's talk about incentives. I'll provide you with some Goerli ETH. They are hard to come by these days. So yep, that's what we'll do. And yeah, I think I talked about all of these points. And I have a little bonus for you that I requested from the DAO. The people participating and actually finishing this will have a good chance to, get a 25 SSV, which is around 500 USD right now. Nobody knows what it will be in the future. To get a Prague or something. So yeah, that's something to get you started and give you some additional incentive here. So who here does know how SSV works? Raise your hands. Perfect. Who here is running their own validator? Good. Who knows? Okay. Who else doesn't run anything but knows how Ethereum validation works? Okay, so almost everyone. Okay, good. So I'll not go into the details, but it's good before we start building to understand the big picture, because there'll be more moving parts as we go along. So basically, the most basic things what happens with LSD pool that we will be building is that the first step is user deposits, and he's minted some LSD, right? And what happens in the backend? We see it here. In the backend, the user deposits in the pool, but then the backend, the pool operator needs to actually take the ETH in the pool and stake it somehow. So, and the hard problem we are solving with SSV, and you'll be solving this workshop, is how to ensure operator good behavior and run this ETH, run the staking in the safe manner. The current major solution is what Lido is doing. They're using small set of operators, but they have a good relationship and they trust them with the ETH. They delegate them. Rocket Pool requires collateral. And the secret LSD cells we are using is a DVT-based network, which uses trustless operator set, but basically every validator is run in a special cluster, so it's very hard for the participants to collude in any way. I will not go into, I have a special presentation for that, but I will not go into details of that right now. For the purposes of this workshop, we'll be basically using SSV for the backend. That's one thing to get. Just quick 101 about DVT tech. Basically, the ones of you who know how to run a validator, but are not familiar with DVT, basically what you are doing, you are taking one validator key and splitting it into several key shares, and that's relevant for this workshop because you will be picking basically 4 operators to which you will allocate these 4 key shares. So that's that. Okay, so the ones, so who is building, who has a PC? I see 1, maybe 2. Okay, yeah, I'm curious if there are builders for this. Anyway, I'll run through it. For those of you who are building, you can go directly to the link. And yeah, that's that. This is basically a short, or not a short, but basically some kind of a schema how SSV works. It is not very relevant right now. Right now I'll be starting with basically I will be doing the deployment myself, and you can follow with me. So let's go. I'll give you a minute to set up your PC, everything. I'll have a coffee. Is there anything unclear? Any questions at the beginning? Let me put the link here while we are waiting. Okay, maybe I'll give some people, I'll give you a motivation and show you how the final, I mean, it's not really final, but how something, what you launch look like. This is a staking pool that I launched with the repo yesterday, and as you can see, you can launch the front end, hopefully I'll get the internet working. The internet here is not amazing. Where's my phone? I'll share. Yes? Yes, I know the Wi-Fi password is, let me write it. It's Parallelnapolis. Let me write it into the presentation. I think that will be the easiest. So Wi-Fi is Parallelní Polis. I'm not sure if the spelling is correct. And the password is like this. If someone has a problem, I don't have much data, but ideally, if you have used data, if you don't have data and the Wi-Fi doesn't work for you, I'll provide you with my hotspot. Okay, just jump at me, call to me if you need a hotspot if this one doesn't work for you, because the Wi-Fi doesn't work much for me. It's super slow. Okay, so do you guys have internet running? So you need a you need a hotspot? Yeah. Let me change the password of my hotspot to this one to make it. Okay, so I'm sharing the hotspot right now. The password is the same. The name of the hotspot is m.s20.pp. Let me know when it works for you. Please don't stream much porn right now. I don't have much data here. That's So what we will get to do, I think it will take us around half an hour if there are no big hiccups, but it should work now. And so basically we'll get to a staking pool which is fully working, where you can stake, you can unstake, you see the pool amount, the pool under management, and you will also be running a backend which will be checking if the pool has enough funds to deposit a validator, and then we'll basically deposit and run the validator. We'll also do verify all the contracts, launch them to Etherscan, and yeah, and basically this is a validator I've launched yesterday. We can check it. It should be live. Anyway, what you can start doing, everyone open the initial setup. We'll do this README. If you are at the main, when you go to the main folder, this README smart contracts and frontend MD. Open this one. It's quite straightforward, and you can start right away. You don't have to wait for me. I'm just showing some preliminary stuff, how it will look. Okay, so this is a validator that I launched yesterday with my pool. There seemed to be some problem with it. It's not always perfect on Goerli, but you see, like, this validator that I launched with the backend yesterday, it's live, and I'm running it with SSV network. So this is an SSV network explorer, and we should find it here. I'm not sure if maybe I should not put OX. Okay, yeah, I see the validator here. Okay, so you see here the live validator that I launched yesterday. This is something where we'll get to today, and for those who want to get a beer in Prague or something, as you see, this is very bare bones, so you can play with the front end. There are various things that need to be done with the backend, etc., etc. So should I make it larger? Everybody has an internet running. Correct, yes? What steps are we at? Okay, I'm going to do the launch. Let's do it. Let's not wait any longer. Oh yeah, so yeah, please clone the repo. That's the first thing. Yeah, it's not here. Actually, it is. It says git clone here, installation. as you see. Okay. So let's do it like this. There are more parts to this. There is front end, there is back end, and there are smart contracts. So let's do front end with smart contracts, and then we'll do back end. So clone the repo, please. Follow the tutorial. So you will do cd front end, yarn install, open it actually in this other. Here you can get, if you are quick and do a quick photo, you can get some Goerli ETH from this private key that I'm showing here. But let me open this here. I think we can have it like this. Fuck. Yes. Okay. So I'll have it side by side. I'll open the console as well. Is there someone using Windows? Windows, are you using WSL? Okay, no problem. Are you using Ubuntu? Do you have WSL, like a subsystem for Linux? Use that ideally. For the front end is not an issue. Some of the scripts you would have to do manually what is being done automatically. So I have obviously cloned the repo, then do this, go to front end. The front end folder is where the front end lives. It's a mono repo and there is everything in one. So right now we'll go through the front end folder. So I've already installed everything. Yeah. The Wi-Fi is not working here? It's working, but it's like extremely slow, so I'm using my one. It's like I couldn't load a website. Oh, actually I have a... Okay, I'm gonna continue. A lot of you have this done. So for those of you, if you have the front end running on localhost, that's the first step. Then you can, huh? Yes. I want to make it work first with this, and we'll launch and deploy to Goerli when this works. Basically, if it doesn't work on localhost. Anyway, so I'm running the front end. I'm opening a new terminal. You can edit the front end, but let's deploy the contracts first. Yes, the idea here is first we deploy it locally. If the local deployment is cool, send me. Actually, are you in the Telegram group? I created a Telegram group. I'll share a link and send me your your address there to give you some Goerli ETH for so you have ETH for Goerli deployment. At this step, you can just follow the tutorial and deploy the contracts. So you can do yarn fork. I will do this in the second repo. Who is running on Windows and needs some help, perhaps? Ideally, just follow the tutorial, the front-end one, and tell me when you run into an issue. I think that's going to be easiest because everyone has a different issue. So, once again? Yeah, just get one. You can register and you'll get one for free. Do you need it to go into? Oh, okay, sure, perfect. Yes? I'm going there. Yes. Basically, this is the command it's calling. You can call it directly from the hardhat packages folder, but show me.
Yeah, just get a yarn fork.
Yeah.
And I get this.
Oh, so run it in. Run this in a different terminal from where you're running front end in, not to interfere with it. Sure, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, go for the front end. Yeah, and what happens if you
yarn fork?
Yes.
Gives me invalid account something.
Invalid account for Goerli network. Please go to. Okay. Yeah. I see what's the. There is a problem in hardhat configuration. Yeah. Go to the CD. Packages. Yeah. Packages hardhat. Go there. Open it. Yeah. LS. There is a hardhat config. Yeah. And there is a problem with the not localhost, but go to Goerli, I think. Yeah. You need to add the Goerli deployer private key in your env file. It should be. Yes. Either you directly like paste it there, or. Are you running the? You're not running the chain. Let me see what's the. Let me see what is the issue. No. No, that's not an issue. Just try to comment this out. The. Yeah. Let me try to. Okay, so there is a problem with some configuration. Account 0 for Goerli. Expected string received undefined. So if you are running a fork of this, if this will be a problem, we'll just do it directly on Goerli. But let me. I think it will be easy to solve. But let me check. So networks. Okay. Let me just comment this out and see if that solves the problem. Oh yeah, I think. Let me see if this works. I commented out the Goerli network and just running the yard fork. Also, as you see here, this should be enough to just give it a fork URL. And you don't. In this case, you should not need to specify the network. Let's see if it works. Yes, it should get installed when you do. Yes, when you install frontend. Okay, so just comment out the Goerli network from the hardhat JSON. It solves the problem. Okay, so for those running yarn fork, there is a problem with this accounts object, either with this or with Goerli URL. Yeah, you can. There are more things how you can solve it. You need to put the keys into your env file, a Goerli Infura key, and deploy a private key. But right now, well, you can just, to make it quick, you can just comment out the Goerli network completely. Do you have the right config? It's in packages, it's not this. It's packages, hardhat. So the hardhat config where I'm at, you find in frontend /packages/hardhat. This is a quick fix. I'll do like a proper fix as well. Yes, ideally, what you do, you will need it for the next step to go to your env file or create an env file in the, you have an example.env in your hardhat folder. Okay, so you got it running? Just comment it out for now. You need a deployer key. Just comment this out.
This one as well?
Yeah, just this one, the Goerli network, the whole Goerli network. Just comment it out. Yeah.
Okay.
And just run yarn.
Okay.
Oh, you have it?
It's actually running, yeah.
Oh, perfect. So you made it work.
So we should comment this one?
This is a local network. It's
Running, okay.
it's running. You should see the keys printed out on the network. That means you have a fork of Goerli running.
Accounts or?
Document out the whole Goerli network. Yeah. What you want to do, I also show. You need to find and put your keys into the env file in the hardhat folder. So you are in the packages hardhat. The config.js, the problem is it's looking for the deployer private key and Infura key. Okay, so you need to get these keys. An easy way how to get a deployer key. What you can do, like it's a quick and dirty way. There is a there is also a function for that in the, like you can create a contract in hardhat, whatever, but you need this private key also in, you will need it also in Firefox. In Firefox, what's the name? In MetaMask. So what you do here, if you need a new private key that you will use for the deployment, you will need this later on. So I can go to my MetaMask, just do create account. It will give me a new account, and I will expose and I will just copy and paste the private key. Account details, here, export private key, typing password. Okay. So here you can get a private key that you will need later on, and also a public key. Okay, so these are like two things you want to have for the Goerli deployment. You don't need it right now, but you will need it later on. So here, we need Goerli deployer private key, this is what I just got, and Goerli Infura key. You can just go to the Infura web if you don't have a key and get one key there. And here in the hardhat folder, you have example env, and just copy it and change it to .env. What we need here, we need these two things for the Goerli deployment. Goerli Infura private key, Goerli Infura key, and Goerli deployer private key. I've just got the deployer from my MetaMask, and I will fund you this MetaMask address later on. And Infura key, just go to the website of Infura and get the key. I have Infura, blah, blah, blah. This is my Infura key. So you need to have something like this in your own env file for the hardhat. Okay, let's go to the next step. Who is running the forked, the chain locally with no problem? 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, it was on the compiler, and I don't know why it does, but it wants to compile all the contracts before you launch the. Yeah. Yeah. What? Share your public key, not private key, if you are sharing something.
Oh, okay.
This is not to share. Yes, yes. You. I want. You don't want to export private keys. I mean, or like send it. But it doesn't matter.
I was deploying something.
Yeah. Yeah. Send me the public key in the group.
Okay, the fork is running.
Perfect. So the fork is running. No, how is it? Vymaž lock. No file or in what? Where do I see the clonal celé? Nerozumiem to. Idem ďalej a potom one. Okay. Are you guys stuck? Let's move on. Once again? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. You can put whatever. Okay. Yeah, and also this is the address, but only the last part. And be careful, that's linear. Doesn't matter. Like your key thing should be the same for all networks. Okay, I'll go to the next step. Not right now. Right now it's not necessary. Have you deployed the contracts? So for those who are following this, we have a front end running. We have a local blockchain, and we are deploying the contracts now. So go to front end again and do yarn deploy. Okay, who has deployed the contracts locally? Perfect. So now let me show you some stuff about the front end, how you can edit the front end. Where's my localhost? Okay, so here in the front end, you are connected either or localhost. How to change this? You have the app.jsx file. Just do like Control P in your VS Code and go to app.jsx file. Yes. We are still in the front-end folder. There is a different deployment you can use using Brownie as well, but not to overcomplicate things, we are doing it still from here. Here in this app.jsx file, this is like the main starting file for the front end. And you need to have here on the line 56, networks.localhost. And you should see when you deploy it, you should see here your contracts that you have deployed. You should see them here and be able to interact with them. I have here Goerli. I'm not sure why. Let me save this and refresh. Maybe there's a... This should be localhost. Maybe, let me see. Reusing staking pool deployed at this address, OX3A. Okay, here I see that mine is not connecting to localhost, but it's trying to connect to Goerli. Sometimes this happens for me. Oh, okay, sorry. I have actually I have 2 repos opened. This is a different repo. Okay, so this is the correct repo that I'm running front end in. I'm usually running front end from a different repo than backend because I'm using Windows. Okay, so once again, app.jsx, and you should be connected here to you need this. You need to be networks at localhost. I'll save this. The front end should change it automatically. Now you see it, right? You have a localhost, and you should see your deployed contracts here. Okay, who is at this step? Everything deployed, everything working locally. Yeah, you can just like. Okay, we'll be going to running a backend soon. If you guys want, go take a coffee if you're at this step. Also make sure your deployer address, send it to the Telegram group. Is there something not in the Telegram group for this? Okay, I'll share the, how to share this. I can put it on screen, the Telegram group, or the QR code, yeah, I'll do that. Or you can go to my Twitter, I'm at MarkoInEther, and I share the Telegram group there. You probably, it's SSV, not community meetup, but LSD workshop. Let me share it. Okay. Anyone, you can find it on my Twitter. That may be the easiest. If you just open, I have a pinned post, this DeFi workshop, and there is a link to the Telegram group. Here is a link to the Telegram group, but I can also... I can enlarge this. I can also share the QR code directly. Just go to my profile, that's the easiest. Go to my profile, MarkoInEther, first post, which is pinned, and the link is there. The link is here. Here's the link to the Telegram group, and send me your public Goerli address there. Once you have that, let's have a. Actually, we don't have much time for a quick break, so let's finish it up and have like a Goerli deployment. Yes, Marko with K in Ether. I'm also putting it here and doing the QR code. I'm also doing the QR code for you now. You see the post? Yeah. Okay. Click on it and in the reaction. I also have it here. Okay, so send me the addresses. I'll send you Goerli ETH. Ty máš Ubuntu, Linux, Debian, ale mal byť tam normálne fungovať jarn. Neviem to teraz vyriešiť. Everybody needs help. Everybody is running the. Has everyone sent the address? If you're ready, just send me the address. I'll be sending the ETH. We can be also running the backend in the meanwhile. Backend is the magic part that will actually like deploy everything. You did find it? Marko with K in Ether.
In Ether?
Yeah. Here? Okay, so let's do the Goerli deployment. I need everyone's addresses. Is there someone who is still trying to send me the address so I can send out ETH? Click on the post, on the pinned post. Yes? Scroll down. There.
This one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, is everyone in the group and send me the link? Send me their public address. Okay, I have 2 addresses here. Okay, 3 addresses. Is there someone else who wants to do the deployment? I have 3 addresses so far. Who is still trying to? Okay. What are you trying to?
I'm trying to copy. Yeah.
Who needs help?
Just because it's like I cannot just copy.
Why not? You don't have Telegram on your PC?
I don't know. No, I have only on mobile. Huh?
Yeah, you can like.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll type it.
Or send me it on Twitter. Send it to me on Twitter. It's also okay. Someone else also having troubles sending me the address? Perfect. Pošli mi adresu, dostaneš nejaké Goerli. Do budúcnosti.
Hej. Ale nedá sa mi, neviem ani, vlastne všetko za dneska sere úplne neviem sa dostaviť.
Nepotrebuješ privátny kľúč, len si toto daj. Vytvor si novú adresu, create a new address.
Neviem sa dostať vôbec.
OK.
Už som skúšal všetko, aj si Gentlord, aj čokoľvek, proste dneska som...
Ide ti internet?
Ide.
Jakú adresu, ktorú používaš na Goerli, pošli. OK, so I'm sending out the ETH. Let's wrap it up. Let's have some nice deployments. I have 3 addresses so far. Oh, 4. So here we go. No, you don't need to stop anything. No, it's all right. No, you can stop it, but nothing happens if you don't. You will just, I'll show you, you'll just point front end to the Goerli deployment. Okay, so you get some. What you can do, please fill in the env file. You need the Etherscan API and private key. You need to put into the env file. To do a deployment, you need to do the step that I've done here. Here in the env file, there needs to be your Goerli Infura key and Goerli deployer private key.
Okay, so we are required to have 32 Ethereum?
Yes.
Okay, and I need that.
Just send me the address.
Where is the group?
That's the easiest thing, yeah. Yes, of course. There are also changes you need to in your look into the README, and you need to whitelist your deployer so he'll be able to send out or to deploy validators. Go to your deployment script. In the hardhat/scripts folder, there is a deploy, and you need to update the values. For the ease of use the private key or the public address of the private key. So basically this public address that you are sending me here.
I just said my private key is my private key there.
Sorry? It's hardhat/scripts, and there should be deploy. 00 deploy and 001 deploy. Yes, let me show you. Here, oh, sorry, not in scripts. This is in deploy. Hardhat/deploy. And what we want to, this is a whitelist address, key generator, and also withdrawal address. Change this into this public key you will be using as a deployer. This could be a different address, just to make everything super simple and easy. Choose operators here. Basically, as I've said, here you are choosing which operators will be running your... No. Please, just these ones are the ones you need to change. These two. Key generator and withdrawal. Actually, even withdrawal could be different. If a withdrawal is a different address, it basically means if you withdraw the validator, it will go to a different address. But for the launching, for the backend, just change these two addresses, not to complicate things. Yes, with the public key you are using as a deployer. Okay, so 0x2. Okay, I'm sending out you need to specify the network. You can do yarn deploy dash Goerli, but you need to let me finish this up. And for those who know how to deploy with Hardhat, you can deploy. I'll do a walkthrough. You can change it to Goerli, or but you need to edit the Goerli network, and you need to let me finish this up. Okay, so everybody should have their Goerli ETH on their deployer at the moment. Now we are going to do the live deployment. So there are two main things we want to do. So okay, everybody, you need to first change this, the key generator and withdrawal. I hope everybody is done with that. So I'm deploying it from the front-end folder, and I need to make sure that the hardhat config file, which I have here, has either a good URL. This URL you can get from your Infura. You can just hard-code it here, or if you have, and you need here the Goerli deployer private key. So there are two things here. You can hard-code it here, but you have this process.env.Goerli deployer private key. This basically, what this does, it will take these values from your env file, right? So here you need to put your deployer private key. And I think, show me how your config file looks like. Okay, perfect. So this should work once you put it there. I don't know, I've somehow edited. Okay, so there are two things. The Goerli network in your hardhat config file needs to point to a correct Goerli address you got from Infura. This is basically what you get from Infura. The end part is your key, and the account is your private key there. Once you have this, you can just do yarn deploy / network Goerli. Let's do another deployment, why not? Normally, I have this hard-coded here. You don't need to have it hard-coded. It's a better practice to have it in the env file. 0xf2. Did you send me the address?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you doing? Deploying. Okay, perfect. To Goerli.
Yeah, they get transaction. I can check the transaction.
And is it a local host or is it Goerli?
No, I think it's Goerli.
Okay, perfect. You can close the local host, so then you're sure it's. Which one is your? FE. Okay. Sorry, I had to miss you somehow. Okay, so you should see something like this. Staking pool deployed. SSV ETH address deployed. You see that? Yep. Perfect. Now what we want to do, we want to point our front end to the Goerli deployment. So I go again to app.jsx file. And here, in the line 56, I need to change this to point this to Goerli. Okay? It's app.jsx. You just search for it, Control P or Command P, and app.jsx. And refresh this. And yeah, what you should see when this is correct, you should see two things. You should see the contract addresses change. Where is it? Yeah, in the bottom half of the application. Let me open the localhost. So here, in the upfront, upper top, you should see this Goerli, and here you should see the contract addresses that you just deployed to Goerli. Do you see that? Sometimes what happens, restart the front end. I sometimes have a problem. We will actually launch the front end, so it's not a problematic, but if there is some problem with the front end viewing, just press Ctrl C, finish this, and do like yarn react app start again. Yarn deploy network early.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Do we need to do this one? This part?
No.
No. Okay. Just looking.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. Yeah, go there.
So just on the.
Go. No, it's only if you want to do it manually. You should not. You should look at the front end. Look at your front end. Okay, and scroll down, refresh it. Scroll down, and it's the local host, right? Yeah. So you need to. Yes, save it.
Yeah, I think it's saved,
but it should be. No, not here.
Not here? Okay.
Look at. Let me show you where. So this initial network, networks.goerli. This is what you want to change in app.jsx file. It's on the screen. How is it going? Cannot read properties.
I changed these two.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What's the error?
Cannot read properties of undefined.
Where?
Yeah, this pool.
Show me the config file for your hardhat.
Hardhat config, yeah. Okay.
This is no. You need to un. Yeah. This one must be because it doesn't have the account. Save it.
I think I got it.
Okay, you see the same contract. Perfect. Try to interact with the pool. Take something in the pool. Ideally, take 32 ETH, so we can run the backend. Let's test the pool now. You can, yeah, you can stake, do whatever. You can stake less, doesn't matter. It's a liquid staking pool. You can stake whatever, but if you want to see the backend, it works. You can see I already staked more than 32, and you would see here that I've already have a validator there, because my these contracts are already deployed. So try to do like 0.1 first, stake. It doesn't really matter where you stake it from. Okay. Now, has everyone staked successfully? Perfect. You should see it in the front end. You should like get the transaction. Yes. It's pending. You should see SSV total. So now we have this. I'll just show you how to, I'll not do that, I'll run the backend because we're running out of time. But you can launch this front end so it's up and running nicely. You can just follow the tutorial. Here. You can verify the contracts, super easy. Just run yarn.verify and with your contract address. I've already done this. And do this, show off to the world, do yarn search, and this will basically upload your front end. What you're currently running in localhost, you'll basically just choose an address, .search.sh, and you can just host it freely. So you don't need to run it locally. And now I will run the backend, which is the more fun part. No, not really. If it works, it's not complex. I mean, the magic is in the background. So you have open a new terminal, but not in the front end, but in the main SSV folder. Install the prerequisites like this, .setup.sh. If you need to make it executable, you need to make it executable at first, obviously. So to make it executable, change mode +x setup.sh. Okay, now it's executable. Now you just execute it. What is it doing? It's basically installing everything that needs to be installed, this script. It also is handling if you are using Linux or macOS. Well, with Windows, it doesn't work great. That's why I've already installed it, so you see it like this. So just install it, and then we'll just run the script, which I'll show you how, and I'll show you how it should work. So then I'll run the script and pass it a config file, my config.json. Let me go back a little. Do you have this? Have you run the setup.sh? Everybody needs to run the setup.sh, and then you need to edit the, you have there files, sample config files. So go to sample config, folder and to stake config. Okay. So, and here put in your Infura key. Here your Infura key. Here your private key for the deployer. And here the only thing you need to change is your stake pool. You need to add your staking pool address, and that's it. And after that, we'll just run the script. And actually, it's better even if you don't, it's better to run it without actually, so I'll do that now. I'm just taking the SSV ETH contract from here, the contract address. I will put it here. Also, you don't have to wait for the install. You can have it be installing and just edit this script. So I'm putting here the stake pool. Just follow with me.
Where is the folder?
It's sample config. It's not in front end. So main sample config and stake config. Yeah, there we go. Is everyone in the folder? Is everyone installing prerequisites?
Something's wrong with my Python. So something's wrong with my Python, I think.
Oh, okay. Look at the script. It failed in the install requirements, but you have like the main part of the script. Check the script. The setup SH script.
Yeah.
You're doing. Yeah. So, but you can deploy the contracts to Goerli.
Can I already do it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is where it fails. Try to run it again, but it's how are you doing?
You're running a script, but do we need to do anything here, like stake or something?
Yeah, you can stake. We can do it later. Doesn't matter. But it's already connected to Goerli, right? Perfect. Yeah. Just add the script, the backend script.
Yeah.
You have that?
No. Which backend?
Go to not front. Go out of front end.
Yeah.
Where is it? Sample config.
Yeah. There's
Stake config. Okay, and here this
these
your Infura key here,
yeah.
Your private key,
Yeah.
and the address of your staking pool. Just take it from the front end. How are you doing?
I came late, so I'm trying to catch up.
Okay. Are we stuck at any step? I can.
I get the front end running.
Have you deployed to Goerli?
I'm trying to
Show me the error.
repo.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
hardhat.
Just edit the address in the deployment script. Go to deploy. Yes, you already did that?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So just run yarn deploy network Goerli. Okay. Perfect. Did it actually deploy to Goerli? Show me your config file, your hard config. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you should see it in your front end. Show me your front end. Perfect. Do you see the contracts there?
Yes.
0x, no, 0x50, is it the same? 0x506, yeah, it's perfect. Go to the next step. Just the setup SH, not in the front end, but in the main. perfect. Did it went well?
Yeah, I did it a while ago. I think it went through.
Okay, perfect. And just edit the file that you see there. Not the stake config, but go to sample config, stake config, and edit this. Basically, put in your staking pool and your keys here, your private key, and yeah. Just grab the address. All good?
Yeah, apparently it has to do with the Python version.
Yeah, it's maybe try to do like env, like run, create an environment for, you know how to do that?
No, like I'm not. I used to. There's a lot of time since I don't use.
Yeah, Google it. I'm not sure. Like Python create VNV, something like that. It will give you. It's like 2 commands. I don't remember exactly. Okay, but I'll show you the grand finale, even if you. I think because I think I should be finishing soon. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I'll show you how it should work. Someone have problems with their Python libraries or stuff like that. So basically, what I've said, what I have done, I have created my own config file, not to mess up these ones, but you can see it's the same. It's the exact same structure. I just put in my info here. I just need to make sure what changes if I do more deployments. Obviously, the stake pool address is different, but I use the same deployer. I use the same Goerli RPC, etc., etc. So
Can you go back to UI? Which address should we copy? The staking
staking pool, just the staking pool. Okay, you have staking pool and you have SSV ETH. Okay, you just need staking pool address. So and private key, of course, yes. But you just put it there once, right? Okay, and basically now what I do Python 3, the script, the main py, stake, -c, and pass it my config file there. So if you are using this stake config directly, you would just copy your relative path, and what you would be doing, the only change you would be doing is this would be different. This would be sample config / stake config. Otherwise, it's my stake config. Okay, so now I'm running it. Now, what the backend does, this is I don't have much time to go into this, but this is the magic of the whole solution. Because like it's easy to do this. You deploy some contracts and you deploy some front end. But what we are actually doing here, the backend is checking the staking pool if it has enough funds. Currently, the staking pool has 0.3 ETH. Okay, so I'm running the backend and I want to stake ETH, so it has ETH for the full validator. So I'll stake 32 ETH. Okay, insufficient funds. I probably have a wrong address connected to this. No, there is some problem.
Wait, I already staked.
I just refreshed this. You get the same? Refresh the front end. Or stop it and start it again. Sometimes it. Okay, so now I'm running the backend and I have just staked. I have just staked 32 ETH. And here the magic will take place. So the transaction needs to go through. You see that the staking pool balance didn't refresh yet, but now I refresh and you see the staking pool balance is over 32. And let's look at the backend. Okay, I'm probably running the backend with a different pool address. Okay, when this happens, it's probably my stake pool address is wrong because it doesn't see anything. So let me double check. The stake pool, because I have more stuff running here. So this is my stake pool address. No, it's good. Let's see.
So, question,
Yes?
I already staked 32 before, and now I stake it again.
No, no, no. You just need to have more than 32 ETH in the pool.
So I stake one Ethereum maybe?
You don't need to stake anything. If you have 32 ETH in the pool, you don't need to stake anything. I'm running into some kind of a... Oh, yeah. Sorry for that. What I have done, I have more these config files, and I'm actually editing a wrong config file, so my staking pool doesn't work. Just to walk you through it, because you can run into similar error. I'm passing through this config file, but I'm editing dash copy config file. So that's the thing here.
Okay, I get the key store file does not exist.
So anyway, let me make sure I have edited the address. I'm running it again, and now it will see that the balance of staking pool is more than 32. It's creating the validator. I'll show it side by side, and you'll see it here in the events. Once it deposits the validator, the staking pool balance, you still see, like, your balance doesn't change, obviously. You have still the tokens, but the 32 ETH has been sent and deployed as a new validator. Okay, and here you see a different validator. Yes?
In case of backend,
Okay.
it cannot find the key share file. Should I generate it some?
No. Show me the... show me show me the config file. Config file looks good. Probably your installation failed.
No,
Oh. Go down.
I'm running the script now.
Yes. There is a fallback. If something happens and your script crashes, there's a fallback and delete this. If you run into some error and your script can't resolve, what is your problem? There is fallback.json.
It says key share JSON does not exist.
Delete the fallback.json file.
Which one?
Fallback.json. Not delete it completely, but leave it empty. And just put the curly brackets there. Yeah, perfect, yeah. And run it again.
Yeah, I missed what configuration we need to change. You were quite fast there.
Yeah.
So we go to sample config, right?
Yeah.
And
Stake config.
stake config.
Yeah.
So
Here, your key, your private key.
like the one.
Yes, the one, the private key, which is corresponding to one,
Yeah.
and your stake pool address. You can take it from the front end.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
What's
So
next?
is the one I deployed, right?
So
You
I see
just-
this here. It's running
Perfect. Yeah. Now you can't. You have deposited 32. Oh, perfect. So go there. You see it.
Yeah.
No. You deposit the validator.
now?
No. Right address. Yeah.
But I don't have any more Ethereum left. So
No, but I don't think you have a right. Oh, oh, sorry. One more thing. To run the validator on SSV, you need some SSV on Goerli. So it will fail if you don't have SSV at your deployer. Okay. So this is the thing. The private key that you are using for your deployer, you need to go to facet.ssv.network and get some SSV. and get it from the deployer address. Otherwise, the depositing of shares will fail. Did you make it work?
No.
What's happening?
So even with the so I have the virtual env
Mm-hmm.
running, but even with that, I'm not. It's not working either there with the environment. Same error. Basically.
You ran the setup SH?
Yes, exactly.
Like in the virtual environment, but it's not working.
Yeah. So in the virtual environment, it happened the same error. So.
Okay. Which is your address? I'll send you. Who needs SSV? Send me the address again and write SSV. Okay, perfect. This is the private key that you put in your deployers. Perfect. Yeah, you got some? Yeah.
I was gonna run the stake script pattern 3 main.
Oh, your RPC is localhost,
Oh, right.
so it doesn't. Just copy the same RPC.
Okay.
And make sure your stake pool is the one you deployed.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then it should work.
You need SSV as well.
Yeah, the fastest.
Which one is yours? Which address is yours? I'll send you some SSV. Just show me here.
What's the second one? This one.
Perfect. So I'm sending you some SSV when you get that. Okay.
And so I put here configuration, all the config files, and now I just run. So I modified like this.
Yeah, perfect.
Stake config, and then I just run, right?
But you need SSV.
Yeah. Once.
Okay. So which address?
This one. This one. No. Yeah, this one.
What's the exact code for this?
I'm not sure.
Once again? Yeah, come here.
Okay, yeah. It should be, I think, this one.
Yeah.
No, I got it. I just need the SSV, then it should work.
You got SSV?
So yeah, this is running.
You have SSV, or should I send you some? Okay, but I already sent you, so we are waiting for the transaction. Perfect. Yeah, you got it. Go into the manager folder and search it on BeaconCha.
Again?
You can view the validator now, like it's live on Goerli.
So how do?
Copy and go to like prater.beaconcha, and also in SSV network.
Do we need to change something in the front end so it will look on the new backend? Or so I just
Your front end is already showing. If it's showing the contracts, it's already showing the backend.
okay. So now I'll try to run it.
You have the SSV already.
Yeah. Just
I don't. Keyshares.
so once I stake 32 ETH, it will be my validator, but running on SSV network. How
No. I will be showing you. I'm sending some links into the group so you can check your validator. This is one. This is another one. I'm sending the links there now. Basically, when you have
I could locate the keystore file directory. I think I need to change something probably to config.
yeah, it probably failed the first time because you didn't have SSV. Delete your fallback or empty your fallback folder.
Just getting Python error. Cannot import audio Py.
Did you do the
Yes.
setup? Did it run all right?
Yeah.
Line 14.
Credentials. 10. Just imports this one.
Stake config. So which line has it a problem with?
Just import this one.
Validator key. It has a problem with the validator key. Can you do the setup SH once again? Just to see if it doesn't throw any problems. Yeah, there it was. Yeah, you don't have pip. There is some problem there. Line 28, pip command not found. So the requirements.
I got this one, so should I stake 32?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can just keep it running, stake it, and you will see how the validator will get deployed.
Okay, what happens there?
Perfect. So your validator is deposited now.
Yep.
It's waiting in the deposit queue. And normally, like as a solo validator, basically, like anyone can deposit a validator. This is like the kind of an easy step. If you are a solo validator, you will deposit the validator, but you need to run the machine. And with SSV, you don't need to run the machine. You will just run it with SSV. So also check it with SSV. Check this, the validator key. I'm sending the links there. Sorry. Yeah, it's there. Okay. So, and this is my validator. So just put it like your.
Okay, so it says creating validator.
Perfect. Yes. That's what it should be saying.
So, and how can I see my validator?
Okay, perfect. We are running out of time here. So let me give you like a final, more additional incentive or some basically. I have asked for our DAO to do like a small incentivization to provide you guys with some SSV, like mainnet SSV with real value. This is right now it's around 500 USD, is nothing like amazing, but and this would be for you already have the staking pool. You can follow the tutorial and launch it, launch the front end as well, and this will be for the great LSD experience. Meaning you can like edit, update the pool. It's a very basic pool. It doesn't have much of a functionality. You know, you can play with the front end, play with the back end, and yeah, I will share more information on how to share this, and you can work on it like throughout this weekend until the end of ETH Prague, until Sunday, and. Ask me questions in the group, if anything, if something. And here are possible things you can like think about how to do. Right now, there are no oracles there implemented, so it doesn't automatically update the prices as your validator rewards come in. It doesn't update it automatically. So this is something you could work on. You can obviously work on the front end. That's not amazing. There is a nice thing how you can do an NFT of the validator. That's a little bit of a different thing. So these are a couple of things you can play with, and I'll share more info how to like share this via Twitter and get some SSV for the beer. Yeah. So any questions?
Does backend need to keep running always, or we can just run?
I mean, you will share only front end. Backend is running with you, but you can do some kind of a thing where you can run it on like free AWS or something.
Yeah, that's the question. If we need to keep backend always.
I mean, if you want to share it with your friends and let them stake.
But if I do it just for myself?
I mean, it's up to you.
Okay. So for validation purposes, I don't need backend always.
No, you need backend you don't even make it for validation or anything. You need backend so that the pool deposits the 32 ETH, creates a validator, and deposits it to SSV. So basically, even your backend needs to only check like when the pool has 32 ETH. But it's not running the validator. The validator is run automatically by SSV network.
I see this on the SSV.
It's probably not loaded yet. Like, or your link is different. Put it in search, because sometimes you put the public key with 0x, sometimes without 0x. So try both with and without. Sometimes it takes time for the front end to register it.
So every 32 ETH, it will create another validator, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it will be for every 32 ETH.
Yes, exactly,
So
exactly.
automatically create a new
Exactly.
validator. And where are validator keys are stored? Because you said like there are some splitting of it, but yeah, how it's
Okay, yeah, important questions, like where are the keys stored? You have two things, keys and key shares. And this is the last thing, after this we finish. But it's a good question. Here in the, you see two things. You see a folder, let me close front end. You see a validator keys. These are basically your validators. These are the private keys of your validators, and this is the deposit data, the ones you have generated. I have generated more, so I have more of these here. And I was saying that we are doing key splitting because we are depositing key shares to the SSV network. And the key shares are in the, surprise, surprise, key shares directory. So these are the key shares that have been deposited to the SSV network. Perfect. So yeah, thanks everyone who attended. Hopefully some of you got it running.
Thank you, Marko, for the great workshop. Next, we have another workshop. Just time to set up the PC, and I'll introduce your next speakers.